We're really excited about the Unilever Sustainability Challenge. The first part of it is tracking 12 families across the UK, really understanding their current behaviours and helping them find ways to live in a more sustainable way.
In the first month, we're asking the families to reduce their domestic food bills by 15%. In the second month, we're asking them to reduce their household waste by 25%. And throughout the task, we're trying to give them some tips, advice, and information on how to reach those goals, and basically seeing what works, what helps them, and what doesn't.
Food waste is really important to us at Unilever. We've made a commitment to halve the waste impact of our products.
It's quite nice to kind of look at my behaviour and look at my practices generally. I'm hoping to get some nice tips from the study to try and be more sustainable and cut down on waste.
We're not a nation of callous food wasters. We do care deeply about food waste as a problem, and our research found that 60% of people thought it was a problem and one that should be solved by government and by business doing something about it.
Unilever asked us to ask our mumsnetters what they thought about food waste, whether they cared about it, were they anxious about it, what could they do about it. And obviously they're asking mums because they're at the front line, they're doing the shopping, they're doing the cooking.
As a family, we've decided to take part in the Unilever Sustainability study in order to be more cost effective, to cut down on our food waste and general household waste. These are actually eggs which, if we don't use them soon, are about to go off, so the children later are going to make a quiche with them rather than us throwing those away. Children are like sponges, aren't they? So I think if they see what we're doing, leading by example, that then it will become second nature to them as they grow up.
Taking part in a 6-month Unilever Sustainability Challenge to try and educate myself a bit more in how to lead a sustainable life. I think being a student, money's always a massive factor in anything you do, so that's probably the main focus immediately.
I think there's a lot of gains for students to be doing their bit to reduce food waste, particularly in terms of getting into good habits which they'll take forward into the future, and also in terms of saving money on their expenditure on food.
7 out of 10 consumers in the UK believe is that living sustainably costs more, and actually we're trying to show them it actually costs less.
I think we need to understand consumer behaviour, we need to understand what the triggers and barriers are to changing behaviour so that we can really drive some lasting and sustainable change.